everyone and welcome back to Sew Aldo. Today I am going to show you how I made this beautiful dress from scratch. So last week I showed you how to make a bodice pattern for this, and now I am going to show you how to use it. For this sewing project, I will be using this vintage bedsheet that I found at the thrift store for like $4, and I absolutely love the quality because it looks very new, and yeah, it was actually an open. That's why the white is super bright and crisp. So for the bodice pieces, I will be using this pattern that I drafted a few weeks ago, and I will be using a half circle skirt, and I also have a tutorial on how to draft your own circle skirt pattern. I'm just going to have the link in the description box below if you're interested. Save some time, I already cut out all the pieces that I will be needing for this dress. As you can see, I have two sets. These are the sleeve pieces. I will not add lining to it. For this dress, I decided to alter the neckline. I wanted to try a sweetheart neckline. So I'm simply going to fold the center fold of the dress, and I'm just going to cut it down like this to a heart shape. So I lowered it down by about 1 inch. That's actually very modest because I'm still kind of afraid to make a deep sweetheart neckline. So this is like a baby step for me. Going to construct the bodice pieces, so whatever I do on the shell fabric, I will repeat the same on the lining pieces. You can see here I am just using my serger. Honestly, I'm glad I did because the pattern is a little tight on me. I gain weight, you guys, but I'm not ashamed. I'm just going to match the back bodices to the front bodice, and I'm going to sew it along the side seam. And if you notice, the back bodice has darts, but I removed them because the bodice was super fitted and very tight. As I mentioned earlier, I gained weight. I am going to match the right sides of the fabrics. I am going to sew along the top edge of the necklines only, not the arm side. I'll go ahead and trim off the excess fabrics right here on the top edge, and I'm also going to grade the curve so the lining is going to lay flatter when I flip it under. Then I am going to understitch the lining. Be sure that the raw edge is pointing towards the lining. Important to understitch the lining so it will stay inside the bodice. After that, I am going to give it a good press so it looks nice and finished. So the neckline is already done. Now it's time to work on the sleeves. So I'm just going to fold the shoulder seam and the hemlines of the sleeve just like so I can create a channel for the elastic. I also sew the inseam. I also thread the elastic through the channel, and I am going to tack it so it will stay put. Now that the sleeves are done, it's time to attach it on the bodice. I match the right sides of the fabrics. I am going to match the arm side of the bodice and the sleeves, as you can see here. Now I will be working on the bottom of the dress, so I match the right sides of the fabrics, and I'm going to sew the side seams, and I will repeat the same steps for the lining as well. The lining is an A-line shape skirt, but it should match the waistline of the skirt obviously, or the shell. I am going to match the waistline of the linings and sew it, and I will repeat the same on the shell fabric as well. Match it along the waistline and stitch it together. On the front panel, it was a little too big for the waistline, so I lightly gather it so I ease it on the waistline. After that, I am going to sew in the invisible zipper, which I already have a tutorial on how to do that. And then I'm just going to close the back seam and the back seam of the lining, and the dress is done. I love how the neckline turned out. It's not as deep as I thought it's going to be, but I am still really pleased. It's a baby step for me. You can also wear this dress as an off-the-shoulder dress, but that is not my style. That is just another option for you guys if you like it. Before you go, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. I am almost to my 100K goal for this year. So if you want to be part of my Sew Aldo family, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification so you will get notified whenever I release a new sewing videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!